Turning away from the view, I sigh as I look around the Java Zone, the coffee shop I bought a few years back after scrimping and saving for years. It's my pride and joy, but today has been absolute chaos, since 2 of my girls called out sick with the flu and I've barely had a moment to breathe, let alone tidy up the place. And believe me, it shows. With a quick glance around the shop to make sure no one needs my immediate attention, I set course for the machines along the back wall and begin tidying up around them, desperately trying to make them look more presentable. After this, I need to head out to the dining room and clear a few tables that patrons have already abandoned, and maybe grab the broom from the back room for a quick sweep. As I run through my to-do list again, the bell above the door jingles twice in rapid succession, and I suck in a breath as I peek over my shoulder. 2 new customers are waiting at the register to place their orders, and I smile as I clock the man leading the line. Harold and his wife Maisie have been regular customers since the day I opened the place 4 years ago, coming in every day to enjoy an afternoon cup of coffee and spend a little time together. Maisie once told me it was their secret to a long, happy relationship, setting aside special time for each other, and that she looked forward to their coffee date every single day. Since both sets of my own grandparents passed away before I was even born, I kind of adopted the couple and looked forward to their visits each day. Maisie was a firecracker of a woman, even in her old age, and I admired the way she commanded respect from people with just a look. And watching Harold look at his wife like he was still a young man, freshly in love with the woman in front of him, instead of the 68-year-old guy the rest of the world saw, made me smile every single time. Unfortunately, we lost Maisie a few months back, and Harold was diagnosed with early-onset Alzheimer's just a few weeks later, so his visits have become more sporadic, but I know he still tries to make it in at least a couple of times a week. "Afternoon, old man," I call, walking up to the cash register with a smile on my face, and Harold wags a finger at me despite the grin he's fighting. "Now don't you start with me, young lady." I feign ignorance, placing a hand on my chest. "Me? I was just saying hello." "If you think I'm buying that act for 1 minute, Hermione," he says before slowly tapping the side of his temple, "then you may be the one losing your senses." "Just trying to keep you sharp, Harold," I tell him, flashing him a wink. "You know what you want today?" His gaze darts to the menu board above my head. Let's see."